losing them in the toilet, the sink, under the car,
You
wherever.
joking.
So I don't really invest too much in fancy phones. I have a Samsung.
You're not fancy.
Huh?
You're not fancy when it comes to phone. Hang the phone up. Figure out, hey, we'll talk in a minute.
Okay. I'm just gonna restart it because then that's the only way I know how
How
to
do you
hang it up.
say your name?
Crap, hang up, phone.
Class. What up? We're trying to get, is it Shara?
Shanara.
Shanara. That's a beautiful name. Beautiful name.
Thank
You might
you.
have to
So
huh?
I found out how to hang it up now. So just hang it up.
Hang it up. I'm gonna call you back. Now, did you click on it or did you see me calling you?
I clicked on something.
All right, hang it up. I'll send another one to you.
Okay.
All right. Class, what up? What up? Sorry about that. If you know today is January 29th, W-9s, 1099s are due tomorrow, mañana. Jaylene, what up? I got your invoice. I'm gonna be flying today, but I'm gonna get you straight, brother. You should be getting the newsletter in the mail in a minute. Roundup family. I'm doing a session today real quick to help out John. I can't remember her name. What was it? A beautiful name. Shanara. You just closed the subject to deal. We're gonna see what we're gonna do for her. Copy. Sorry, class. This is how it bees. If we can't get her if we can't get her video phone to work, then we will. I'm trying to get my 1099s. You better get your 1099s out, class. I'm gonna tell you one of the things that saved my booty when I did my IRS audit was having a whole bunch of 1099s. I'm gonna get rocking and rolling as soon as I get her on the phone. Oh no, that isn't it. Must be a realtor. Copy, paste. That's weird. Class, give me a few seconds. I'm gonna get her back on the line. We're gonna go over closing a sub two deal. Weird. Copy, paste. Might not even have. If we can't get our video to work, I'll just do questions. Class, if you got any subject to questions real quick, I'll answer them for you while we're here. I'm just documenting my life for you. I've learned that it's best, the more that I try to give, I want to give you information that we do every day and not just teach at you, kind of to see. You see, I'm not in front of my board because I'm not necessarily going to be doing a lot of teaching today. Just kind of doing some consulting slash coaching. Now I got my W-9s. If you don't know what W-9 is, I'll show you as we get our guest on. It's not gonna work. Come on. Oh, there it is. These little disc things is where I have my W-9s. So every time you pay somebody, class, you better have a W-9. I'll cover up their social. This is a W-9 class. This is what they look like. This is what saved my butt on my audit. So you get a W-9, right? As a social, I'm covering it up though. Every time you pay somebody, you get one of these. Shanara.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, yeah, I can't see you. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling, but I do see your beautiful picture though.
Thank you.
So what you got? How may I serve you today? How may I serve?
Well, I just want to thank you, first of all, for serving me thus far. Um, I logged on YouTube to look for some information on doing an assumption on a
Okay.
property, and I came across your video of buying properties subject to, and pretty much studied everything you said in the two series that you did, and it made total sense. Light bulb went off. And I did exactly what you said to do and recorded the deed yesterday. And I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, this actually happened. So I just want to thank you so much for all that information. And I'm just thankful.
Wow. Did you get my docs or you got your own docs?
I think I emailed you for the docs. I didn't get them, but I saw the subtitles and when you flashed it, kind of saw what it said for the most part. So I just kind
Yeah.
of made them.
Oh, M Jesus, you made your own. That's fine. I mean, that's fine too. So did you
Yeah.
do a closing? Tell me about your seller real quick, real fast before we get to your Q&A.
My seller is I'm a realtor here in San Antonio, and my seller, I sold her that house a couple years ago, and she's having hardship. I listed it, and it doesn't have a, it has enough equity where she can break even and maybe make $1,000 or
Uh-huh.
two, possibly three, but we're getting a bunch of low ball offers. And she had to get out of there. So that's when I thought about the whole, well, I want this house. How can I get it from her? And I looked up the assumption, blah, 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 came across you. So,
Unbelievable.
anyways, yeah, so she was having to make some other payments monthly. She couldn't afford to do that payment along with her mortgage payment. So I basically presented the whole assuming her loan to her, and she was happy about it. And I did what you did. I offered her a few bucks for it, and she took
Wow.
it, and we're done.
Unbelievable. I love it. This knowledge has to get
Knowledge
out.
is power, that's for sure.
I don't know why they don't teach us this stuff in America. They want us to go and please forgive me if I offend any realtors, even you. They want us to go hire a realtor, go suck up to the bank, try to buy a house and do all that
Yeah,
crap and pay them. We can just do it ourselves.
exactly. Exactly. So after doing this, I'm like, man, I need to get at this more. And I mean, I probably missed out on so many deals in the past because I didn't know what to do. But now that I know what to do, looking forward, it's on.
Praise God. I'm so excited. This is what lights my fire during the day because I remember when it was taught to me. I'm like, you bullshit. You can do this?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, I mean, there's a lot of videos on how to do it, but just the way you broke it down and simplified it, and a real nonchalant attitude and very straightforward is what I like. So I kind of stuck to what you said
Wow.
because I don't usually go on YouTube, but I don't know. I just needed to get some more knowledge on this. And, even in the real estate school, they have lawyers and people
Oh,
that
shit.
can guide you, but no one ever returns phone calls. No one cares to really explain things to you because, like you say, they don't want to see you get ahead.
They don't. No one wants to see you get ahead except your boy. I want to see you get ahead. And
Yes.
it ain't right. They hide this stuff. They are hiding this information from us.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yes, they are.
wow.
That's so
Oh.
true.
You know what's weird? I want to tell
Yeah.
you that one of my superpowers, and we all have superpowers, one of my superpowers is being able to break things down in bite-sized pieces so you can chew it and swallow it.
Yeah.
You know? I'm so glad. So what you got? Let's do this. I'm getting on a plane in a few hours. What you got?
Oh, okay. Well, so I woke up this morning. I'm like, okay, this is done. It finally hit me, and I'm like, okay, what now? Okay, so now that I've purchased this property, I had the deed recorded yesterday. Of course, it has a mortgage on it that needs to be paid. And I
Yeah.
saw one of your videos that says, don't be a landlord. Unfortunately, I am a landlord because I have a bunch of properties that I'm
Oh
renting out.
Lord.
But this one's
Oh
a little
my
different
Lord. You're making
because,
my stomach hurt.
yeah. Well, those properties, they're already paid off. So, it's just like a cash flow thing for me with those properties. I don't have any mortgages on them. I'm sorry, except for one of them. I have a small mortgage on one of them because I
Okay.
took out money to do my first flip on that one. But
All right.
um,
You
this
saying that to
one,
say you're saying you don't have any mortgages on it. What is your point with that?
meaning that the cost of maintaining it doesn't really affect me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because they're like fourplexes.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. That's true.
So it's
All
like,
right.
okay, if something for $100 needs to be fixed, I can call up Joe Schmo handyman to fix it. It
Gotcha.
doesn't kill me.
Good for you.
But this one is a little different because it has a mortgage on it. It's like 1250 a month. And I can probably get probably on the high end about $1,400 a month for that house, which is,
Okay.
paying the mortgage and nothing, So I'm like, okay, that's not really a huge return, but it's going to be some equity there for the future and for now as well too, because if I have to sell it, I don't have the real estate fee to pay.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I just don't know the smartest approach for this particular property.
Okay, so we're talking about exit strategy, correct?
I don't even know if I need to exit. So I just want you to guide me and tell me what's the best thing to do with this property. 1,200 bucks a month mortgage, can rent it out for about 1,400 bucks. It does have, I would say it does have about 20,000 in equity. Um, so that's where we're at with it.
I
So
mean,
I don't know what to do with it.
all right. So I'm not going to get into how you took title because I didn't advise you on any of that. So I don't know how you own it, like your deed, and I don't know what type of closing you did and all that stuff. But
I
if
just
you,
did what you said to do, so that's how I took it.
well, we use a closing company. I don't know who I mean,
I
I
use
don't.
an attorney. I use an attorney.
Okay, cool. So attorney, yeah. So he closed it all out. So wow. So you have an attorney that said, you know what, I understand what you're doing and I can close it.
Yeah, I explained it to him, exactly what we that you went over, and I told him what I want to do. He's like, no problem. I gave him all the information. He typed up the deed for me, and he just told me what to do. Go down to the courthouse, go where to go, get it recorded, and it'll be in the system within 4 to 6 weeks.
What type of deed did you use?
Ooh, it's a.
General warranty.
I'll tell you right now. I have it in front of me.
This is so cool, class. You are getting some prime
And
time training today.
I, I also it's a warranty deed.
Warranty deed. Yes, you got a warranty. That means you have a warranty deed. That means anything that happens is not on you. It's on the previous seller.
Yes. And I
All right.
also did what you said about the power of attorney. I got that too.
Okay, great. You got all the dot. Well, you got okay. So you did your due diligence and you got it all. So when we say the best, Shanara, I mean I can't really say what the best is because everybody's different. You know what's best for you may or may not what's best for me.
Right.
So we do lease options, but you can't do that in Texas.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you're probably gonna have to do something called an owner finance, where you just, or I don't know, you might want to check to see if you can do a land contract. But
Oh,
I don't want to hold no more. I'm a holder of real estate, and I don't want rental property.
yeah.
So you can get 14 a month. Do you want to max it out?
Yeah, I just want to be able to cover the note, of course. And if I make 200 bucks, great.
So when you pick this house up, Shinar, what was your exit strategy at that time? When I don't mean exit, I don't mean like you got to sell it or liquidate it. I mean, what was your exit strategy to generate income for yourself?
My first thought was this is a beautiful house. Everything on it it doesn't need repairs. It's great. So let me
Wow.
see if I can hold on to it for a couple years and then, put some granite, upgrade it, tad bit and sell it. If it already has like 20 grand in equity, I'm thinking the next 2, 3 years from now, it should have another 10, maybe 15. By
Yeah,
then, the mortgage would have been paid down some and I can sell it and probably make a sizable profit.
gotcha. So if you sold it owner financing, then you may or may not be able to sell it. We're talking about retail in 3 to 4 years, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So it sounds like to me you're gonna have to just do an ordinary rental.
Okay. I
You
mean,
know.
I don't understand the owner finance thing, so that's one of the things I was wanting to find out from you, like how that works.
Well, in essence, you're giving up the deed. You're giving up the deed, but you turn into the bank. If you
Okay.
go back a few coaching sessions, I don't know if it was 11 or 12, you can do a wrap. You can just put another wrap note. I don't have the time at this moment. If you want to do a full consultation, we can do that. But once again, you can. It's two ways to look at it. What's best for you, and what your exit strategy was, and what we agreed on was you think you want to retail it in 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
So if you do owner financing today, I mean, I don't know. To me, I'm done with holding property.
Okay.
We do well, we will do owner finance, but we do lease options slash contract for deed. Down there, you would do owner financing, which is the same thing.
Okay.
You get a big down payment from people that have bad credit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm presuming that since you're a realtor, you are living in the good credit world.
I'm sorry, you just cut out. You said what now?
I'm presuming since you are a realtor, that
Uh-huh.
you are predominantly living in the good credit world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, we don't necessarily target those people. I only target those when I'm doing flips, like renovating it to the A plus and reselling it.
Oh, you know what? Let me back that up. No, I don't live in the good credit world. I would say about 80% of the people that I meet to try to, get pre-approved for a home is in bad credit shape. Like I literally have to refer them to a credit agency to fix their credit and see them in the next, 2, 3 months. But then they don't really or ordinarily come ready to buy a house. Most people I meet have bad credit.
So we're going to agree that 8 out of 10 people that come to you cannot qualify at that time.
Oh yeah.
So could we further presume that I like to talk about what's probable? Is it a probability that if they had a small down payment, 5 to 10,000, that they may like your house, they could buy your house today with bad credit with a small down payment?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I mean. I'm like, dude, you are holding a gold mine.
Okay.
You already have people, you got leads coming in, they're already challenged credit, right?
Yes.
I would show them that house. Good God Almighty, I would have a line and waiting out the door. Whoever's got the biggest, whoever's got the biggest down payment and they have the best income, I would do a deal with them. I get that down payment, I charge them, whatever's fair for rent, and I'll be gone.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to find out. So, but then they put a down payment on the house and everything belongs to them. They don't pay the rent, then what?
Well, the best thing that could happen to you is that they don't pay the rent. This is the mind shift change I'm going to have to get up in your mind a little bit. The
Okay.
best thing that is for you is that they don't pay the rent. Let me tell you what I've done over my life, over my career. I've got down payments on houses. I can't even count how many times I've sold the same house over and over and over
Over
and
and
over again.
over. I got you.
The
You're in my mind. I
worst
got
thing
it.
go ahead.
I said, you're in my mind. I got it now.
All right. Oh my goodness gracious. You mean you're not paying the rent? Okay. I promise you, that is the best situation for us. And it may sound like it's bad, but I've got tenants, I call it tenant buyers right now. I've got two that haven't paid their rent for January. They already gave me down payments.
Yeah.
So I've got a court date set, and I'm like, I have to cry all the way to court to evict them to then go out and get another, make me get another down payment. Oh my goodness.
Rough life, huh?
When you get that shift, when it starts to shift, but I'm not saying you got to do that. I'm not saying you have to do that.
Yeah, yeah. No, but it makes sense. It makes sense.
So if I were you, dude,
Okay.
I would be getting a down payment so quick. And I was doing mine with ugly houses.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I got a few ugly houses. Um,
All right.
okay, so that in Texas is called owner finance. So basically, you have a video on how to do owner finance and just kind of.
Yeah, you could just scroll through the channel. You could just watch the channel and make. I'm like, I can't believe I'm at a stage in my life where I could just point people to just go to the channel and that will help you do your deals. I don't even have to necessarily. But yes, if you want assistance with owner financing, you might want to see, I would recommend you to look to see if you can do a land contract down there. I know you can't do lease options.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to say can't. They're like not acceptable in Texas, but
Okay.
um I would find out if you can do. I'm not sure because I'm not an expert when it comes to transactions in Texas, but I do have clients there. To find out if you can do land contracts in Texas. Maybe someone can help us here. Land contracts, or the second best is just going to be doing a owner finance. Yeah, I mean it's simple. I mean it's all they're all the same. All it is you just collecting rent, getting the down payment. It's just different paperwork.
Okay. Got
You
it.
got it.
Got it. Got
All
it.
right, so you're done.
Okay, awesome. So do I where do I get the owner finance or land contract paperwork?
I had to look in my file if that's something that you want to do. I do have, you're going to need a wrap note. Well, I don't want to call it a wrap note because I don't want to mix your mind up. You're going to need a note, which I can give you one of those, and you're going to need a promissory note and a deed of trust. You're going to have an all-inclusive deed with an all-inclusive wrap deed. All it is you're taking that loan here's that loan, right?
Uh-huh.
How much does she owe?
158.
How much?
158?
So this is her $158,000 loan, right?
Uh-huh.
In your mind, I want you to look at this as like a Christmas present that's already been wrapped. It's got a beautiful
Okay.
green Santa Claus wrap. It's got a bow on it, right?
Yes.
How a wrap note works, then we go. You take that bow off, right? You take another piece of wrapping paper,
Uh-huh.
wrap it right on top of that already wrapped Christmas present.
Okay.
You're gonna wrap it right on. So the loan has two layers of Christmas wrapping paper on it. The first is at 150. The second is gonna be whatever note you can. That's why I love real estate. You can create out of thin air.
Okay.
So just create it out of thin air, and it is semi-advanced strategy. But I mean, if you figure out subject two, you can easily figure out how to do a wrap note.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. And they pay me, not the bank, right?
Mm, it's up to you. You turn into the bank. This note has the 150 got to be paid every month.
Mm-hmm.
So you either can pay the bank when after they pay you, or you can have them pay the bank. It's up to you. Well, I try to stay in the line as much as I can because I want to make sure I know what's going on.
Yeah, I think it's best that they pay me and I pay the bank.
I think you're right. That way you know when the shit's getting paid.
Exactly. I don't want to be too much out of the loop and because I only have, one here in Texas. So yeah.
Now, was this loan
Um,
including taxes and insurance?
yes, everything's included. So the 158, yeah, includes everything.
You got a smoking deal. I would love, please email me some pictures of that. I'm sure it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I sure will. I sure will. And I'll actually send you the link so you can look it up because it was, well, from my realtor portal, I'll send it to you. It's a nice house.
Nice. All right, let me know if you need help marketing it because you're going to market this to the 80% as opposed to the 20 that are good.
Well, who do you market? Like, do you go onto Craigslist to market it? How do you typically find those
Craigslist, you
avenues?
got to have the magic words, bad credit, we welcome bad credit, your job is your credit, challenge credit, okay, no bank qualifying, all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And Craigslist, now we got Facebook Marketplace. I mean, all the
Yeah.
online stuff. And you could just list it on the MLS, owner financing,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
because you are the owner.
Mm-hmm. And if they don't pay, because I know there's a time frame that I saw where you put on the video, like 2000 from 2020 to 2023, and that's the term. So, like that term, meaning that they have to be able to create permanent financing within that term. Is that what that was referring to?
Okay, you want to know when do they need to go get their own loan?
Pretty much, yeah.
The sky's the limit, Shinar. You can make it
Okay.
when when Donald Trump. I mean, my point is, the sky's the limit. What, as long as you agree, you can say when your kid goes to college, you'll get it. You can
Uh-huh.
say 2040. You have
Got it.
whatever you guys agree to. That's what's the power about owner financing and being the bank.
Got it.
You can say,
Got
you
it.
know,
Got
when
it.
Donald Trump gets out of office, you need to finance this house. You know, and we don't know when that'll be. It
Right.
may be a few years or whatever. You know, I'm just saying, I'm being facetious, but I'm saying whatever the hell you can think of is what you agree to. It's not like you're, that's why the power, dude, you're living in the unconventional world now.
Right.
And I don't know you, but I'm thinking your brain has been warped from these, like mine was, from these lenders, the conventional lenders going in with the prepayment penalties and all this crap points, right?
Right.
You're like, well, you got to do this, you can't do that, you can't do. It's all out of the window.
Got it.
And you do know the
Got it.
terms of the
Okay.
loan that you just took over, correct? You know the amortization.
Mm-hmm.
When is it over? When does it end?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have it in front of me.
Well, you know though. I mean, you have that paperwork.
Yeah. Yeah. I have everything.
Okay, I'm not. I'm just saying it's. You know, I just want to make sure that you don't have a loan that matures in 5 years or 3 years.
No, it's a 30-year mortgage.
30 year mortgage. Great. Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
30-year fixed rate mortgage.
Nice, nice. You got a smoker. You got a
Yeah.
smoker.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, I truly thank you once again, and I'm gonna look through all your videos today, try to figure this whole thing out with the owner financing and the wrap and land contract and put it all together in my head and see if I can execute it.
Yeah, the main thing is for you right now. Is the house vacant?
She's getting her stuff out. She was like, "Well, can I have 2 weeks?" But 2 weeks from now, I'm already on my first mortgage payment,
Yeah, you need to. She needs to be paying the. Oh, man,
like a prorated amount.
she needs to be paying the whole month of. You see, this is where I got to train you. I got to train you. When the seller's house is listed on the MLS, even if they get a full price offer today, Miss Smith, who's going to be paying the mortgage next month?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking.
Uh,
If I have your
so
house
she,
listed on the MLS, right, for 150,
uh-huh.
and we get an offer today,
Mm-hmm.
January 28th or whatever, get an
Mm-hmm.
offer. Who's going to be paying the mortgage for February?
She is.
Thank you. Thank you. That's my
Yeah.
point. Why
Yeah.
are you shouldn't I'm not saying I'm smarter, better, good or bad. I'm saying I don't want you paying the mortgage in February because she's still, you know, there people real estate has these things that are just understood, right?
Right.
Sellers are understood. You get an offer today, it's gonna take 45 days to close, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they've already in their mind, they know that. So anyway, I mean you're doing great. You're doing great.
I
Just
think
keep
I knew that, but I was just being nice because of her situation.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. Just trying to be a little kind because it's, she's already having a hard time losing her house, so I didn't want to like stick it to her. I just told her hurry up and get out for the but she was like, yeah, I'll be out. Hopefully this weekend she'll be out. But yeah, she's trickling her things out.
Wow, I would love to have coached you, but let me tell you, man. Oh my goodness. Best case scenario, she does what she says she's gonna do. She moves, right?
Uh-huh.
Worst case, you
True.
gotta evict her.
Gosh, don't even say that.
I'm just, I gotta say it, dude, because I mean, I've been there. I bought houses and had to freaking evict the people.
Wow.
So what we do is we hold back the money at closing. They get nothing until they're out.
Okay.
But you're learning though. You know what?
Yes.
You're gonna screw it up. You're learning, dude. You're learning.
Yes. 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 Okay. Well, for the next one, I'll definitely do that. That makes total sense.
Okay. I gotta go. Anything else?
Thank you for your time, and I'll be in touch. I'll send you a picture of that house.
Yeah, this is so nice. I'm so happy for you. I'm gonna do it.
Thank you.
What am I doing? Make sure you hit the class, hit the like button. I'm gonna do some quick Q&A, then I'm gone.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Chris.
All right, bye.
Alrighty, bye.
Class, you have seen it in action. This stuff works. I'm so happy for this lady doing this. Can I do that? I'm so happy for Shannara. That is such a pretty name. Shannara. Owner financing. Yeah, you have to do, just try it. Chris, when you're doing your subject too. Eric, what up? You ain't sitting back. Am I coaching? The title company, who do I put down as the buyer grantee if I'm using a land trust? Your name or your LLC? The grantee. The the buyer. Okay, you're receiving it, Eric. The grantee or the beneficiary. The beneficiary is either you or your LLC. I mean, either one doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'll do either one. I don't really have a problem with that. Eddie, you can call me Eddie. That's cool. He's a lot more good looking than me. Who is that? Nelson? I don't care. Die. How do I feel about purchasing a contract on a land, purchasing a property on a land contract? I don't like buying on them, but I will sell on land contracts. They're just like a lease option. Same thing. If you will go back a few videos, you'll see that my mentor Scott Jelinek does a lot of land contracts. And I had a friend of mine. Let me tell you what happened. He bought a house on a land contract. Matter of fact, he bought a business, and he had to sue the person selling it to him because he was paying his rent, and one time he didn't pay his rent until right before midnight, and the seller tried to foreclose on him and get him out. Well, actually, just take the deed back. So they had to go to court. My friend, I think I said, my friend P had to go to court, hire an attorney. I think it cost him $10,000 to determine what the end of business day is. So the seller was saying the close of business day was 5 o'clock, but my friend was his attorney was trying to, I guess, challenged the close of business day for it to be midnight because my friend drove the money. Matter of fact, I gave him the money to save the business. This is why I know it so intimately. I gave the man $3,000 to save his business, and I gave it to him around 10 o'clock at night. He took that check over to the seller. So you can get in real sticky situations when it comes to land contracts if you're buying. That's why I would prefer you to just buy subject to. Easier. Okay. Yeah, make sure you gotta know what you're doing, class. Please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time at a coaching session. Peace.